Hey guys, I'm Ted, here to give you another fast fact, and for this fast fact, we're going to look at the Johnson impeachment trial. And now, to sort of set the background for the impeachment trial of Andrew Johnson, we first have to look at the legislative pieces that were put together by Congress. Chief amongst them being the Reconstruction Act of 1867. Now, the Reconstruction Act of 1867 divided the former Confederate states into 5 military districts, each under the command of a general. It also stipulated that before readmission could take place, the states had to submit a state constitution that was approved by Congress and ratify the 14th Amendment. And what was becoming the normal ebb and flow of the Johnson administration, the president vetoed the bill, which was subsequently overridden by Congress. Johnson, in frustration, began to explore the option of replacing members of its cabinet who had largely been appointed by Lincoln. To frustrate Johnson, Congress passed the Tenure of Office Act. This act required congressional approval to dismiss executive officers who were approved by Congress. Now, the act was viewed then and now as unconstitutional, and it remains controversial. The act was passed to protect Edwin Stanton, the then sitting Secretary of War, a noted Lincoln holdover and radical Republican who favored harsher measures as the Secretary of War. Now, Stanton had the power, as the Secretary of War, to dictate to the generals in command of the military districts how to go about Reconstruction. Johnson, unbothered by the act, formally dismissed Stanton in February of 1868. Congress responded by duly voting to impeach him in the House of Representatives. Now, the Senate then set about trying Johnson for removal. Radical Republicans were eager to remove their longtime opponent, but moderate Republicans were less willing. They feared setting a precedent where a president could be removed from office for policy disagreements with Congress. Johnson's impeachment ended with him barely retaining office. He survived impeachment by one vote. It takes a two-thirds majority of the Senate to impeach, and he survived by just one vote. The impeachment proceedings ended with Johnson retaining his office, but politically he was ruined. Johnson would play no major role in Reconstruction, and he was dumped by the Democrats as he was the enemy of congressional Republicans. And the trial pretty much ended. The trial and the presidency pretty much ended Andrew Johnson's political career. Toward the very end of his life, he will be returned to the Senate by his home state of Tennessee. But Andrew Johnson at this point falls off the political stage. He offers no further resistance to Republicans as they set about orchestrating their Reconstruction program. And with that, we end our fast fact. I hope you guys found it enlightening, entertaining. It was the trial of the century, believe it or not, or at least the biggest trial since Dred Scott. The biggest trial since Dred Scott, and the most high-profile political trial until the legal troubles of Dick Nixon, nearly a century later. But as always, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you thought about this fast fact. Let me know if you think that Andrew Johnson or Dick Nixon or Bill Clinton or Aaron Burr or any other political figure, if you think that their political trial was the biggest political trial in United States history, or if you have some other trial that you are thinking of, just leave it in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys next time for another fast fact.